everyone. Welcome to your darling program, The Voice of Eve, Capacity Building. Today, we have the pleasure of visiting a very key area, literacy and empowerment for girls and women. Just stay tuned. We'll soon be back. Perhaps we don't know it, that empowerment of a girl begins from literacy. Literacy that indicates education, which is the fastest route out of poverty. What sort of empowerment can we contemplate for girls and women without literacy? And does it occur to us that some of the girls have actually escaped formal education where they could have literacy, and they're on the streets? And the buzzword empowerment should incorporate them. They are included in every vision of empowerment. It behoves us to go pick them up and give them literacy if we want anything good for our women generally. This cannot be done only by government. It has to be done by private individuals that are public spirited. The civil society should remember girls that are illiterate. They are a burden on our conscience and a burden on the national economy. Today, in our episode, you are going to be seeing something somebody can do. It's not the only one, but at least it's a pointer that it can be done. Pick up girls who need literacy as a launching pad to life. And you do it. I am doing it. The Voice of Eve is doing it. We have started with only 10 girls. We gave scholarship for them to have intensive literacy education so that they can read, write, grow, and prosper. Please join me as I do this program and introduce to you now a very personable young man who is involved in this project with me. You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Osaro Kennedy.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
and
so
nobody will know that you can come down to illiterate girls. Because you look, like a go-go. But we love your spirit.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're a community-spirited young man. And tell us about yourself.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am,
Yes.
for giving us this opportunity to empower girls and women in our society. We so much believe that education is the key and is a factor to nation building.
Yes, and you have the spirit to...
Yeah, I actually started teaching when I was young, so I love teaching generally. So I developed that passion for teaching, and I believe me having that talent to teach, I can also impart others. And those others can also impart others, because they say there's a circle of success and there's a 7 circle of success. When you can influence one person, that person can influence another person.
Yes.
And that makes us a better society and a better us. So, and that is why when I got in contact with you, you actually inspired me, because we know that in this society that we have today, not everybody has the courage and the strength to be able to carry out this mantle of empowering the girls and also the women in our society. So you threw up the challenge and you said, oh, let's start off something. Let's give these people formal education.
Yes.
Because you believe so much in education. And that is what developed countries are doing today. If you look at the history of China, for instance, what's China doing that is so different from other countries? China is investing in the people. You don't just have an infrastructural development. You don't just have a general building amenities, but you must also invest in the people that holds the power of the country.
Yes, I want to break in there, because you have made a very strategic point. Investment in the people. Investment in human beings. Not only in roads and bridges and other infrastructure, because these human beings will use them and maintain them.
And they also give back to the society.
And they give back to the society.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, because the challenge of development is first and foremost, in my own view, the challenge of developing the human beings. And I think education is key.
Is the first.
As Mandela said, it is the fastest route out of poverty for anybody, any group of people. Education first. Education starts with literacy.
Exactly.
And now you have seen it, that we have millions of our Nigerians, men and women, and particularly girls, without literacy, and they have outgrown formal education setting.
Exactly.
And they're on the streets already.
Even present statistics shows to us that out of the 200 million people we have in Nigeria, we have 50% of them are women. And out of that 50% of women, we also have over 60% that are illiterate.
Hold it there. This is alarming. Viewers, you can hear that. United Nations just gave us 200.9 million as a most recent statistic of our population. And out of that, more than 50% are women. Because women, I understand, are slightly, even though they say men are, but let's just say 50% are women. All right?
Yeah, that's a statistic.
Yes, and out of the 50%, half are illiterate. And they are going to be mothers. They are going to be wives, mothers.
And they're going to be teachers to other children.
Yes. The sphere of influence is so vast.
Exactly.
And then we've left them with illiteracy. That has to be corrected. I think anybody listening to us now, you should know that a little drop in the ocean, adds a bit. And that these girls who have, been missed out in literacy, they are key to the holistic growth of our national economy.
Exactly.
And even a little something somebody can do, as I'm doing, just 10 girls, in 3 months of intensive teaching, you turn them out from illiteracy to literacy. And you pick up another group and do the same. That little can add a lot.
Exactly. And those 10 girls will also affect other 10 people.
Yes.
So the chain increases over time.
Yes.
So you're not just saying you're affecting a life. That life also, other lives depends on that life.
Fantastic.
So as you're affecting this life, just like you came around and you said you want to sponsor this mission, you've affected 10 people, just as one person.
As one person.
So that one person, that 10 people that you've affected, that 10 people can reproduce 100 people. 10% each one of them can reproduce 100 people. So it means that we are growing as an economy, because whilst the people is growing, the economy is growing, and it's also affecting everything that concerns us.
Fantastic. And anybody, who is minded to do anything about empowerment should remember that literacy begins it.
Exactly. Formal education.
Empowerment of women is the buzz all over the world. In fact, it's in the United Nations SDG, 17 of them. The number 5, it's empowerment of women and gender parity. Let us think of the very basic literacy for girls. It is important. You will hear from these girls. I need everybody to hear from them. Even looking at them, they are transformed by 3 months of intensive exposure to some basic letters. ABC,
that they were not even
in literacy and numeracy.
It's
fantastic, the transformation.
It was challenging at the beginning, but I believe majority of them were able to get the approach.
Yes, they did.
They were able, because looking at people that not even have formal education, they've not been to school.
They've never been to school.
They can't even write their names. They can't even spoil things. So looking at it is a difficult task. But given in that 3-month intensive class, they were exposed to different things. They had interaction among their fellow peers. They had things they had to discuss. They have assignments they have to do. So these things bring them up, build them up to have a life together. And you don't just say, okay, I came to this world to complete the ecosystem. There's a life beyond you just living in your neighborhood. Existing.
So life beyond existing.
So you must live for an impact. You must impart your world, because somebody says something about success. He says success is not just living for all. Success is not just living. Success is imparting your world with the investment of your personality. So they've gotten something. There's an investment in them right now. And they are going to go to their world, to impart it to their world and become a successful person.
Fantastic.
So that is what
and in case anybody doesn't quite know what literacy can do to a girl for her transformation, I have, from personal experience, if you have an illiterate house help, for instance, to start with, it's a burden on your conscience, because I know that your children are not illiterate. I know that your children are exposed to the highest opportunity for education. And so it's a burden on your conscience. You should never have an illiterate house girl or house help. No, it's a burden on your conscience. And now, when a girl like that is able to read and write, this is what she does. She's able to write her name without drawing circles.
Exactly.
She's able to sign her signature, so she can do some banking.
Exactly.
And
she cannot be cheated.
She cannot be cheated, because if she continues to draw something as a signature, she can be cheated out. And she can count money. And she can write a list of what she wants. She can write. And she can speak. She can vie for some business. Supposing she's good at cooking. You don't really need to have PhD to cook. But she still needs to be able to take orders. And so how many people, 150 people, she's able to write the 150. Exactly. She's able to take orders.
The recipe.
And the recipe, and she is just so transformed from the lowest to, a high level.
Like that. Education is
of
continuous.
Enablement. And this is what it does for the sake of everybody who wants to know, what do you want to. A girl who knows she can do something will not fall back on using her body to get what she needs, because she knows she can use her hands, she knows how to talk about it, she knows how to apply for it. So this is actually the way to look at it for anybody who is in doubt. Yes, tell me, you're a personable young man. Are you married?
No, ma'am.
You are still single?
Yes, ma'am.
I guess that is why you're able to do what you are doing.
Exactly.
That's very good. And I think you're very disciplined. Then you spend time with all these girls, and you're teaching them A, B, C, D.
Even after teaching the A, somebody said, "What did you say before? Was it A or F?"
What did you say before?
Was it A or F?
Cat, C-A-T. You're very patient. You are an example.
And we also say thank you to the teachers that made it possible. Because if it wasn't for them, most of the teachers that supported in this mission, they were patient enough with them. They had that process, and they were able to develop that curriculum that suits each person.
Fantastic.
So that they can have a learning plan.
Yeah, so you have a curriculum for each person, because they are from different homes where they are serving or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, from different backgrounds. Some are lower than the others, less exposed than the others.
Exactly.
Fantastic. And we are also at some point going to hear from some young teachers like you. What gave them the inspiration to go into this? Is it a missionary rescue? Some rescue mission. We will be, seeing them and also asking them why. Okay. So what is your greatest joy?
My greatest joy is being able to contribute to the society.
Thank you.
Because when you get from the society, you can also give. So
very good.
So I'm always happy doing that.
And what is your hope for the future?
So my hope for the future is that Nigeria, just like you said, the little drop of water makes a big ocean.
Yes.
So as we keep improving in the education of Nigeria, I believe Nigeria will get to that stage of development, because people are powerful. Because you can invest in the people, it makes the country more powerful.
Thank you. And if you can invest in the country, in the people, the country will be powerful. And a country being powerful actually means including women. And girls and women.
Girls are even the people that builds up the country.
Thank you.
Because when you go to your home, it's the mothers that build the house.
Thank you. I think you're a very good man because you believe in women development.
Yes,
because train a woman, teach a woman literacy. And the home will be a literate home.
Exactly.
You know, the community will be a literate community. The education of a woman gains more mileage for the nation than anybody else. I will say thank you to you.
Thank you so much.
You are wonderful.
For having us.
We expect to see more and more of you.
Yes,
okay? God bless you.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, don't go anywhere. We still have a lot to share with you over this subject. We'll be back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is your darling program, The Voice of Eve, Capacity Building. In this segment, you are going to see a very interesting view, and that is a group of well-decked out young ladies who have become literate from illiteracy. And you can behold the transformation. I'll just introduce them to you. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Joy Kojo.
Joy Kojo. It's a pleasure having you here and seeing how beautiful you are.
Thank you.
Your name?
Felicia Danjuma.
Felicia Danjuma.
Yes, ma'am.
You look good.
Thank you, ma'am.
What's your name?
Jennifer Agugo.
Jennifer Agugo.
Yes, ma'am.
I will say congratulations. And what's your name?
Okoye Victoria, ma'am.
Okoye Victoria.
Yes, ma'am.
Good to see you. Congrats.
Thank you.
And you at the back?
Okon Happiness.
Okon Happiness. I guess what you are wearing on your chest is read, write, and grow. All of you, read, write, and grow. Very good. I will say collectively congratulations to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Does anybody, want to tell me how you feel now? Now that you can read, write, and you're ready to grow. Somebody just say something.
I feel great.
You feel great.
Yes, ma'am.
What has this thing that has happened done to your life?
It's done a lot.
Like?
At least I can write very well.
You can write very well.
I can spell some word that I don't normally know how to spell.
Yes, you can spell.
Yes, ma'am.
Very well. Yes. Can you now fill a form?
Yes, ma'am, I can fill a form.
You have a consistent signature?
Yes, ma'am.
You can go to the bank?
Yes, ma'am.
And they won't ask you, Madam, this is not your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. I would want to clap for you, but let me not do that. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Probably come back to you. What has this thing done to you?
I've really learned a lot. Before I started, I did not know, I did not know most things, how to spell or how to read. But now I can read and I can write.
You can read and write?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. I just feel a lot of joy for you.
Thank you.
You can write out what you need.
Yes.
A list of what you need.
Yes, ma'am.
Rice, beans,
Yes, ma'am.
fish,
Yes, ma'am.
meat.
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Fantastic. What does this thing do to you?
Okay, maybe like before, I don't know how to spell my name, but now I can spell.
You couldn't spell your name before.
But now I can spell my name.
You can spell your name.
Before, if I'm going to market, I'll call my sisters to help me to write list. But now I can do that by myself.
You can write your list. I want to clap for you. This is fantastic. You can write your list. You can spell your name. You have a permanent signature now.
Yes, sir.
You won't draw it another way. Fantastic. Did I ask you?
No, ma'am.
Yes. What has it done for you?
A lot, ma'am.
Like what?
Now I can go to the bank and fill for myself.
You can fill
Before
form-
I used to ask for help. But
You used
now
to
I
ask
can
for
do it
help.
myself.
Wow. How does it make you feel like as a person?
I feel happy.
You feel happy. I'm proud of yourself.
Thank you.
You have high self-respect.
Yes.
You can do something. And if anybody is trying to cheat you, at least you know what they are writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Fantastic. What would you advise other girls to do? Anybody? Girls who are illiterate.
My advice to other girls out there is for them to come out of their shyness, because most of them are shy. You know, when you pass that stage of going to school, you say, how can I be in school? They will be laughing at me. You know, you
Very
come out
good.
of that shyness, come out and learn, so that you can be able to express yourself in public.
Fantastic.
Because education is the key.
Education is a key. Girls out there, you have seen your fellow girls. They are not hiding anymore. They came out. They did not stop themselves by being shy. They came out in humility to admit that they don't know, and they were taught literacy. They can read, write now, and become somebody. Join them. Take the example. Yes. How did the teachers cope with you people?
Wow, the teachers are awesome.
They are
I
awesome.
can say yes.
Teachers who teach big girls that are learning to spell their names.
They are really patient.
They are very patient.
Yes, I know it's not easy teaching adults, but they really contribute with their time. They are patient. Most time we also go late, but they are still patient with us.
Wonderful.
I really appreciate them for a job well done.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, I will have the opportunity and the pleasure to get to meet some of these your teachers, because it's very important. These are humble people that the nation should recognize. People who remember girls that are down there and are lifting them up. Yes. All of you found the teachers useful? Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Does anybody want to say, apart from patience, what else?
We normally ask the same question
Yeah.
all the time, like 100 times, and they don't mind. They will keep explaining to us until
Oh,
we understand.
wonderful. You ask the same question 100 times.
And they will still have the patience to explain
Yes.
to us till we understand the particular thing they are teaching us.
Fantastic. So they are really persistent and patient, and they want to succeed with you, and they
Yes.
want you to succeed.
Yes, ma'am.
That's fantastic. You are very blessed. So I know that as you are now, you look so good.
Thank you, ma'am.
And this literacy you have acquired will even make you more beautiful, more presentable. So you keep it going, and urge other girls to come and benefit. All right.
Yes.
Thank you all, and please continue to improve yourselves, and the Lord will improve you. Okay. Thank you. I will be delighted to see how you girls are doing in future.
Ma, we also want to appreciate you, ma.
You want to appreciate me?
Yes, ma,
Okay.
for the great efforts.
Okay.
For us. Thank you.
Well, it takes a little from us, but the fruit is worth more than what we spend.
Thank you, ma.
Well, viewers, you have had it all. These are your fruits transformed to let you know you can do better than I'm doing. So join the train of picking up a girl that is illiterate and making her literate. You are helping her, helping yourself, and helping the nation. And God will bless you. Thank you all for watching. I am Dr. Violet Arena. Congratulations. Keep it up. Congratulations. 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 Okay. All right.